Leave it to Helen when he says, is there any questions, to ask a question.
I love it when he comes out.
Should have gone to the courthouse, Rita. Never gonna get finished tonight. It's gonna rain.
No, it's not.
Yeah, says who?
Me. What do you got there?
Confiscated off a bunch of 12-year-olds.
Drinking in the park. What nerve.
Yeah, stick them in the cooler and crack me open a cold one, will you?
Imported. Where do they get the money?
Not a very big crowd tonight.
Everybody thinks it's gonna rain. They're probably all sitting up at the courthouse.
Maybe it's 'cause it's Betty Davis. Everybody hates Betty Davis.
Who hates Betty Davis?
Everybody. Me.
Yeah, well, she's sure been around a long time for nobody liking her.
Well, if you had to show Betty Davis, couldn't you show that one? The one where she... Oh, you know which one I mean. She...
You're not giving me much to go on. Look, hand me that lens, will ya?
She cooks his puppy and tries to feed it to Olivia de Havilland.
She cooks a rat and tries to feed it to Joan Crawford.
That's what I meant.
Whatever happened to Baby Jane?
Yeah, why don't you show movies like that?
'Cause movies like that cost $90. Movies like this cost $40. Every time I turn around, council's trying to cut my budget. I gotta fight tooth and nail for every cent.
Mrs. Alonso's here.
They try and feed me all sorts of guff. Say only old people come out to see the movies. Well, what's the matter with that?
Hello, Mrs. Alonso.
They're always ready to shell out for the kids around here. Keep them out of trouble, they say.
I said hello.
We ought to get a bunch of old people together and start spray painting the walls and hanging on the corners.
You're gonna have to turn the sound up. I think her battery went dead again.
We get lots of stuff then. Keep all us old people off the street. Hey, plug this in for me, will ya?
Oh, yeah, sure.
I sure hope this bulb holds out.
I hope this weather holds out. I've seen some lightning earlier. John's not here yet.
That's right. Better have your dollar ready for when he gets here.
We'll see.
You know I'm gonna win. I always win.
He's bringing a date tonight, huh?
That's what he said.
Can't wait to meet her. Hope she's a nice girl. He's a nice kid.
Yeah, he is. He's a nice kid.
Doesn't seem to date much, though. Does he? Or at least he never says nothing.
He's shy.
You think so?
Janie said he was real quiet back when she had him in first grade. Never said a word.
No kidding.
Janie said he almost wet his pants a couple times because he was too shy to ask to go to the bathroom. Show and tell used to give him a heart attack.
He always talks to us.
Well, he knows us. Look at this. They never give you the right amount of leader. They're not near enough or way too much.
Either way, I hope she's a nice girl. He's a nice kid.
Yeah, he is. He's a nice kid. Just seems kind of lonely sometimes. Who wants to hang around with a bunch of old people?
Rita, would you turn up the sound, please?
We haven't started yet, Mrs. Alonso. Poor woman. Her eyes are going too.
How long has she been knitting that scarf?
Long as I known her.
Must be a mile long.
Evening, Rita. Evening, Hank.
Hello, Janie.
Hi, Janie. Where's Ed?
Oh, he's tagging along. Think it's going to rain?
Not till the end credits.
Well, I don't know. There was a ring around the moon last night. You know what that means.
Here, let me get that for you.
Oh, no, that one's for you.
For me?
That camster looks so uncomfortable.
Well, thanks, Janie.
It's ruining your posture, Hank. Makes you look like an evil old troll sitting there.
Hank, will you get the switch for me? I want to check this bulb.
Yeah, gotcha.
Where's Shawnee?
Not here yet.
He's tardy. Tonight's his big date.
We'll see. Come on, Ed, get a wig on. And try not to call him Johnny tonight.
I know, I keep forgetting. Ed tells me about that all the time.
I'm 63 years old. Quit telling me to get a wiggle on.
That looks like a nice spot.
Last night she told a waiter he was quick like a bunny. Embarrassed the hell out of me.
How you doing, Ed?
All right. How's that Pontiac?
Leaking something.
Bring it around tomorrow. Probably needs a new seal.
I don't like the looks of those clouds.
Let's go home.
Don't be such an old grouch.
Car chases tonight, huh,
Not tonight.
What do you mean? It's Keystone Cops.
That's next month.
You said Keystone Cops.
I must have looked at the wrong date.
You just did it to get me out of the house. Burt Reynolds movie on tonight.
We've seen that movie a million times.
I like that movie. Gets out there in his Trans Am.
Donna Marcus.
Human Bondage.
Who's in that?
Leslie Howard and Betty Davis.
I hate Betty Davis. She's not even that good looking.
Behave, Ed.
There's two.
Why don't you get some Ann Sheridan movies?
Evening, Ed.
How's that for it?
It's doing okay.
You owe me $2.50. I got you that oil filter. Come on, it's up at the parking lot. I'll put it on for you.
Well, the movie's gonna start.
So what? It's Betty Davis. Come on.
Really loves his cars, don't he?
Gets a little embarrassing sometimes. We went to a wedding last week, and he spent the entire reception out in the parking lot, putting new belts on the maid of honor's Volkswagen.
Keeps him busy.
Cars, dogs, and babies. He says you always know where you stand with a car, a dog, or a baby. It's grown-ups he doesn't trust.
It's almost time.
I wonder what's keeping Johnny. Sorry, John. It's not like him to be late. He was always very punctual. Not like his brother. His brother was a little pistol.
Small crowd tonight.
Did Johnny say anything to you about this girl?
No, and he's John.
I'm sorry. Where did he meet her?
Janie, I just said he didn't say anything.
That's right. Well, I hope he doesn't wear that hat of his. Makes him look like an old man.
He says it hides his bald spot.
Well, he didn't have a bald spot in first grade, and he always used to wear one then. A little baseball cap. He used to try and hide under it whenever he thought I was going to call on him.
Hello.
About time you got here.
Hello, dear.
Hi, Mrs. Burke.
How's your family?
They're fine. Taking a chance tonight, huh, Rita? I thought for sure we'd be at the courthouse.
Look, I've been running this show for 5 years now. Nobody ever went home wet.
This is true.
So, you gonna meet her here?
Excuse me?
Your date, is she coming later?
No, she's not coming.
She's not.
What's the problem?
She got a better offer.
That is rude.
She really wasn't looking forward to seeing a boring old movie anyway. Boring old movie is a direct quote.
That is awful. That is just awful, isn't it, Rita?
Pretty rotten.
Oh well.
You're better off without a girl like that, Johnny.
Janie!
Sorry, John.
These things happen.
And after you shaved and everything.
It's not the end of the world, Mrs. Burke. I don't even think she liked me.
Hiya, John.
Hello, Hank.
Oh, where's your date?
She's not coming.
What's the matter, son? She sick?
Let it drop, Hank.
It's just as well. She didn't even know who Spencer Tracy was.
That's my boy. Always try and look on the bright side.
Yeah, now you can drink all the bottle yourself. What you got here?
Spencer Tracy's not this week.
8 1/4. And you don't even drink.
Spencer Tracy's next week.
Got a cork and everything, huh?
What's this week?
Of Human Bondage, Leslie Howard and Betty Davis.
Oh.
What's the matter?
Well, nothing. I was just up for Spencer Tracy, that's all. I don't like Betty Davis that much.
You shut up and get your buck ready.
Well, sorry she did that to you anyway. Maybe next week, huh?
I don't think so.
You don't want to talk about it, Hank.
That's right.
It's no big deal, honest.
What was the first James Bond movie?
What?
Take your time. We got big money on this.
Are you two betting again?
The first James Bond movie. Which one was it?
That was Dr. No.
Ah, pay up.
Are you sure?
Of course he's sure.
Released in 1963, directed by Terrence Young.
Told you he'd know.
Sorry, Hank.
After all these years, you'd think I'd learn.
Where's Mr. Burke?
Take a guess.
The parking lot.
Very good. Rita, it's 8:30.
I know, I'm tardy. I was hoping for more people.
Nobody likes Betty Davis. She won't believe me.
Evening, everybody. Can you hear me in the back? Tonight we have the 1934 classic of Human Bondage, starring Leslie Howard and Betty Davis.
Oh, I thought it was Spencer Tracy.
No, I'm getting to that. Now, next week we have the 1936 classic Fury, starring Spencer Tracy and Sylvia Sidney. A stirring drama about a man falsely accused of murder.